As a fitness coach who used to be what you might call a social enthusiast, drinking a couple times every single week, to someone who now drinks maybe once a month, I've experienced firsthand the dramatic impact alcohol can have on your own health and fitness journey. But have no fear, this isn't a lecture about never drinking again. Instead, let's dive into both the science and real-world effects of alcohol on your fitness goals, backed by both research and personal experience. So before we get into my personal experience, let's understand what actually happens when alcohol enters your body. So when you drink, alcohol is immediately absorbed into your bloodstream and heads straight to your liver on the right side of your rib cage. Your body treats alcohol similarly to how it handles toxins, prioritizing its metabolism over other nutrients, because alcohol basically is a poison. So this means that while your body is processing alcohol, the metabolism of all other nutrients gets put on hold. So what's particularly interesting is that there's no storage system for alcohol in your body, unlike carbs, fats, and proteins. So while alcohol is present in your bloodstream, carbs and fats are preferentially shuttled towards storage, with fat oxidation or burning being severely blunted. So this metabolic hijacking is one of the key ways alcohol can impact your body composition. Think of it like a VIP guest showing up at a restaurant. Everything else gets put on hold while the staff attends to the VIP, leading to a backup in other services. So the relationship between alcohol and body composition isn't just about the calories in the drinks themselves. Research has shown that individuals often don't compensate for calories consumed from alcohol, meaning these calories typically get added on top of regular daily intake. Combined with alcohol's effect on appetite regulation, this creates a perfect storm for unwanted fat gain, unfortunately. So the most significant change I've noticed since reducing alcohol consumption has been in recovery, and the science here is fascinating. So while alcohol might help you pass out, the quality of that sleep is severely compromised. So alcohol is going to disrupt your sleep architecture, particularly REM sleep and deep sleep phases, which are crucial for recovery and muscle growth. And the impact on muscle recovery goes even deeper than sleep disruption. Research has shown that heavy alcohol consumption, around 8 to 9 drinks post-workout, can reduce muscle protein synthesis by a whopping 37%. Even when consuming optimal amounts of protein, alcohol still reduced muscle protein synthesis by 24%. This means that even your perfectly timed post-workout protein shake can't fully rescue you from alcohol's anti-anabolic effects. So in my experience, this manifested as prolonged muscle soreness and decreased performance in subsequent workouts. When I was drinking a little bit more regularly, what should have been normal delayed onset muscle soreness, or DOMS, often felt more like I'd been hit by a truck, one with a lot of packages. So now my recovery follows a more predictable pattern, allowing me to train more consistently and with greater intensity. And for men, there's an additional layer of complexity with recovery. It's alcohol's impact on testosterone levels. So there is some data that light drinking, or 2 to 3 standard drinks, can temporarily boost testosterone by about 17%. Higher amounts lead to steep declines. So emergency room studies have found 45% lower testosterone in intoxicated men compared to their control group. So interestingly, this effect appears to be male specific, primarily impacting testicular testosterone production. And this hormonal disruption can significantly impact both recovery and muscle growth potential. So let's talk mental clarity. So the improvement in mental clarity since reducing alcohol consumption has been nothing short of remarkable. And this goes beyond simply avoiding hangovers, having to eat a burrito on a Sunday morning. It's about overall cognitive function and training focus. So when I was drinking regularly, even on days when I hadn't drunk the night before, there was a subtle mental fog that I didn't even realize was there until it eventually lifted. So now I experience significantly better mind-muscle connection during workouts, more strategic decision-making about progression and intensity in my business and relationships as well, and just better overall workout planning in even areas outside of my normal life. So this enhanced mental clarity has translated into more effective training sessions, better form, and ultimately better results. The performance impact of alcohol extends far beyond the mental aspect as well. Through a combination of dehydration, hangover effects, interrupted sleep, alcohol can severely impact your training the next day. So when I was drinking regularly, my training performance was wildly inconsistent. Now I've seen around a 15% increase in my main compound lifts, and my workout volume has increased without feeling overtrained. And the improvement in performance isn't just about strength, it's about overall athletic capacity. My heart rate recovery between sets has improved significantly, allowing me to maintain higher intensity throughout all of my workouts. And I always use grip strength as a good measure of your strength, and that has improved as well, which makes sense given alcohol's impact on nervous system function. Now let's talk body composition. So the relationship between alcohol and body composition is very complex and multifaceted. So scientists have identified alcohol as the least satiating energy source, meaning it provides calories without making you feel full at all. If anything, it makes you feel hungrier. Worse yet, studies show that it can actually magnify food's ability to stimulate appetite. So this explains why those post or intra drinking food binges can be very hard to resist, whether you're getting Taco Bell or have a protein bar ready for you at home. The metabolic impact of alcohol goes beyond its direct caloric content. So when alcohol is present in your system, your body prioritizes metabolizing it over other nutrients, particularly fats. This means that any dietary fat consumed while drinking is more likely to be stored rather than burned for energy. Additionally, alcohol can impact insulin sensitivity and glucose metabolism, further complicating the body composition equation. So since cutting back to once a month or maybe twice a month, the changes in body composition have been dramatic for me. My muscles just appear more defined, not just because of reduced calories, but because I'm also holding less water weight. My face looks a little bit more lean on a consistent basis, and my energy levels throughout the day are a lot more stable. And perhaps most importantly, my hunger signals are more accurate. When I was drinking a little bit more regularly, I'd often mistake dehydration for hunger, leading to a lot of overeating, especially on things I didn't want to eat. And we also can't forget the financial and social reality of drinking. So the financial impact of regular drinking is something that's often overlooked in fitness discussions. So when I calculated how much I was spending on alcohol and alcohol-related activities like post-drinking food deliveries and hangover recovery drinks, I was shocked. I'm a big budget guy now, and since cutting back, I've been able to redirect that money into my fitness goals in more meaningful ways. And this extra financial flexibility has allowed me to invest in higher quality supplements, better nutrition, improved recording equipment for this video that I've been recording now. So basically the quality of my diet has improved significantly. So I'm able to afford better cuts of meat, organic produce for the ones that are worth buying organic, the higher quality supplements without really wincing at the price tag. And as for the social aspect, this was initially my biggest concern. So like many people, I worried that reducing my alcohol consumption would impact my social life very negatively. But what I've actually discovered is that instead my social interactions have actually improved in quality. I am more present in conversations. I remember important details about friends' lives and have more meaningful interactions altogether. The key was learning to socialize without using alcohol as a crutch, especially as a crutch for confidence. But perhaps the most eye-opening aspect of reducing alcohol consumption has been how clearly I notice its effects when I do drink. I call this the performance tax, the measurable impact that even moderate drinking has on athletic performance. So like I mentioned earlier, after a night of drinking, even moderately, my strength typically drops around 10 to 15%. My heart rate is elevated by 5 to 10 beats per minute during normal activities, tracked via my ring, and my sleep quality drops by about 20%, again, tracked with my ring. So this awareness has made me much more strategic about when I choose to drink, usually planning it for rest days or deload weeks, or doing it on Friday and not training for the next 2 days. But it's also important to note that moderate alcohol consumption won't completely derail your progress, especially if you're still maintaining a calorie deficit for losing fat. However, understanding the various ways alcohol can impact your fitness goals can help you make more informed decisions about your consumption. So if you do choose to drink, consider timing it more strategically. On days when you do plan to drink, lower your fat intake since alcohol will impair fat metabolism. Stay hydrated throughout the drinking session and focus on recovery nutrition the next day. For men especially, be aware of the potential impact on testosterone and muscle protein synthesis. So here's the bottom line. The relationship between alcohol and fitness is not black and white. While you don't need to swear off alcohol entirely, understanding its effects can help you make more informed decisions about your consumption. If you're curious about the impact on your own fitness journey, I would recommend just reducing your intake for 30 days. Try to do a dry January or dry June or whenever you want to do it, pick whatever month. Monitor your sleep quality, recovery, performance, and body composition during this time. But remember, this isn't about never drinking again. It's about finding a balance that works for you and your goals and makes you your best self. The best gains always come with consistent effort and just making choices that will align with your priorities. And as both science and personal experience show, reducing alcohol consumption often leads to better results, faster recovery, and just more progress toward your fitness goals altogether. Again, the key is to make decisions based on your personal goals and priorities. Whether you choose to significantly reduce your alcohol intake like I did, or simply become more strategic about when you do and how much you do drink, just being informed about alcohol's effects on your body can help you optimize your fitness journey while still maintaining a balanced lifestyle. That's it for this one, folks. Let me know if you found this helpful. Let me know any other videos you'd like to see in the future, and I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching.